Oh, good morning. This is Jerry from JS Metalcraft, and camera here don't seem to want to be cooperating this morning. Anyway, a little too cold outside to finish up the project I'm working on. I thought I'd play around here with the this Ellis saw that I got, and building a guide for the metal here. So what I've done is this is 1-inch black pipe, and they were 21 foot, so I just cut it in half. I can't remember, I think I got 3 or 4 feet on this side. And saw has these little grooves cut for this, and we got her blocked up there, kind of in position, just to get an idea how far we want it to stick out on both sides. So with that, now I need to build a mount to secure them to the saw. So what I've kind of come up with, this 1.5-inch channel will be the cross piece for underneath our pipe, and some 1-inch angle iron will be welded as such, and then there'll be a hole here in the middle, and then this will be this 2-inch angle will be bolted to the saw, and then a bolt will come up through the channel iron through this, and that'll will leave a little bit of a gap there, and will cause a nice tight compression fit. a brand new geo track. Sure doesn't hold that bit very well. It's getting colder today instead of warming up. Had to turn our heater back on. Started out to look like a nice day. Usually by late morning the fog is burnt off and the sun's shining, but the fog set back in and no sun. Anyway, we got our mounts down here. On both sides. And be pretty solid. Even have to build a base or some legs out for here, but not a whole lot of flex. Just need a little bit. Of course, you lay a big piece of metal up there, it's going to have a tendency to sag. Yeah, first got our depth stop set made, whatever you want to call it. Just consists of a piece of pipe that slid over this real easy, put a set screw, and some pretty heavy wall tubing I had. Tapped it for 3/4 inch. Had a piece of all thread laying here. So yeah, all thread for be a kind of a micro adjust. Plus I needed to extend past here anyway. And you can twist this just a little bit if you need to adjust to fit the metal down here. I thought about making that a little more telescoping and stuff, but probably 90% of the 95% of the stuff you do won't be needed as long as this is down in the tight against the corner here or close to it. We'll see. It's pretty simple to do something different if the need arose, or a temporary situation. You might the end of these threads were a little bit goofed up. I don't know, might make a little handle, make it easier to turn, but okay. Sorry I didn't a little more detail as I went along here, but kind of got into a groove and got this thing knocked out. Here's we got our stop there. Kind of shows how it folds up out of the way. What I did here was they already come out here on the end. Took two pieces of the pipe that slid over the black pipe, drilled a 1/2 inch hole, welded a nut on there for the set screws, 2x2 tubing got welded to that. I stuck a piece of channel iron in the saw and I welded up. There's 5 of these all in the same spot, so they're all as close as I get them to being exact. A little backstop got welded on here. I left that just slightly loose, and I used that to when I welded these pieces on here to keep it square. And what is that? 1.5 by 1.5 tubing for a leg. And I got a whole bunch of these 3/4 inch carriage bolts. And so I welded a nut inside the bottom of that tubing, and so now you can rotate this to adjust your height. These, as far as being level with that aluminum piece, initially when I measured that, it was approximately 625 thousandths. I think that was right. No, that couldn't have been right. 65 thousandths. I need to get my a longer piece of channel iron or something heavy in here and measure that. I was figuring it was either going to be a 16 or 14 gauge sheet metal. I'll have to cut and weld on top of this if it's an issue. And I can see it probably 16 gauge to bring that up. I had thought about making that adjustable. I guess I kind of took the lazy way out on that. But like I say, I think I know I can shim that up. Even the way it is, it's not too bad. So that'll take care of the probably need to build one more stand. Actually, I've got a stand here. I just need to shorten it a little bit with the roller on it. I got 3 of them, but the one I don't use too much. And so when I get a full 20-foot piece or 24-foot, I'm going to have to put one out over here. And if I need, I've got another stand that can be adjusted over here. It just doesn't have a roller, and I made it for the other bandsaw, but the problem is trying to pull heavy weight. It was not a roller on it, and it wanted to tip over on me. But out here, which is where your cutoff is going to be, it'll work just fine. Well, thanks for watching, until we get to the next project.